とうとう獣人化するようです。獣人化？皆様、巻き込まれないようご注意を。
So I guess that my guess was wrong. So we learned that Sedina was a guardian maybe of Luarlona. Maybe she was a village member of Luarlona. It's really hard to know. We're going to find out next episode kind of what her ties are to the village that Naofumi now kind of like governs and everything, and what her ties are to Raphtalia specifically. We do know based on their, really awesome and really cute reunion at the end of the episode that she obviously does know Raphtalia, and she knew her when she was a lot smaller. So by happenstance, essentially, what that means is, she knew her when she was a lot younger. So I'm guessing that she was either a member of the village and maybe left, or some kind of shenanigans went on that we're going to learn about next episode, okay? So that is all very interesting. But my original guess was that she was one of the 7-star heroes. I was like, okay, I bet that she's one of the 7-star heroes. And even while she was battling, like, she has immense power, right? And she's able to cast spells, and she was able to do like the buff spell and like the whatever they call. There's a word for it. I can't remember what they call it, but when they, when they buddy up and they do like, combination spells or whatever. I don't know if it was combination or combos, whatever it was. Like, she's able to do that stuff. So I don't know specifically, if she's a 7-star hero or not. I'm leaning towards no. Let me know in the comments if you know specifically, if it's not spoilery. But that was my original guess. But she basically has like a Poseidon type staff, or there's like a specific word for like a trident. So I was like, trident hero, maybe something like that, So I guess that's still open for debate, or still open for possibility. But, that was my original guess that may in fact be wrong. Then we have the other really cool thing in the episode, which is they introduced this clown person who seemingly has some kind of knowledge. This little girl, or, really old person who looks like a little girl, is this clown, and seemingly has knowledge of this other world and what that entails with the heroes and stuff, okay? So that is interesting within itself. It's like, okay, well, is this like a deity? Is this a guardian? Is this like a super powerful being that's been around but doesn't kind of take sides of like, if the world ends, the world ends, kind of thing? Have they been so there's so many questions that opens up when you introduce a character that has a lot of nuance and very gray area to it. Regardless, I'm very excited about it because we got to see the combination happen with Naofumi and Sadane, or Sedina, or however you want to say it. And then, with Raphtalia, like the Emperor, like Lightning Emperor, like some badass freaking move. And, the clown does kind of, the clown does kind of clown them at being weak, but at the same time, because of their poisoning or whatever you call it, their curse, they're a lot less powerful than before. So if they were back to normal level, would they have been able to beat this clown girl or something like that? That's a question I asked myself too. But overall, the episode, like, really fantastic storyline, really interesting character in Sedina. She's now joining the party, which she's going to be part of the party. The OP actually is really, really good, but it does ruin a lot of the show, because we see the two little beast folks, that I don't know if they're a part of the village before, but we see the brother and the sister there, and we know they're going to be part of the show. We see Sedina there, they're going to be part of the show. We see the other 3 heroes, they're going to be part of the show. So the OP does kind of ruin the kind of what's coming up. And we know that the end of the episode transitioned those 2 beast kids, and they're going to be powerful and part of the show too. So it's like, you know what I mean? But like, regardless, this episode, though, outside of having some stuff ruined by watching the OP, which I usually try and avoid doing for this exact reason, we got the end of the arena games. We got them winning. He got a really strong partner with the dude who owns all the stuff in the city. He got a really strong partner with the other slave trader, the uncle of the slave trader. They got to win a bunch of winnings. They got to win a bunch of money. They got to get all the slaves back. And then they got a partner for the party in Sedina as well, too. So win, 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 win. And then they got really strong combination magic as well, too. And now Naofumi was able to kind of unlock another piece of him that was always there, that Ost kind of, showed it and not trained him, but showed him before. So he has another thing that was there that he thought maybe he could do, but he didn't want to actually try, that he actually ended up doing, which is only going to serve as extremely useful in the future as well, too. So really fantastic episode, really good Sakuga, really good moments of highs, really high highs. This episode, I like the seductiveness of this character. She's probably going to compete a little bit for Naofumi. with Rough Talia, whatever like that. So you really have to love that quite a bit too. And then we're now transitioning to the next Beast Folk stuff, and then kind of about all the other slaves of Luralona as well too. So really interesting, lots of Sakuga, lots of really good fights, and I can't wait to see what comes next. So this episode of Shield Hero, episode number 2, right? Yeah, so this episode, The Rising Shield Hero Season 3, Episode 2, fan-freaking-tastic. All right, let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you guys being here. And my friends, I'm going to see you guys next week for episode number 3. All right, deuce out.